So they'll start like investigating further. One of them will like reach out to touch it and like pull their hand back. Ow. Don't touch it. Or like do but know that it's gonna hurt. And they'll like shake their hand off.
My bad. I should have told you that. And if you try running at it faster, it does not help.
That kind of makes sense. One of them is
Because
going
I
to
told
like
you.
crouch down and try to like peer further into it to see if they can see like what's on the other side. And they're going to stand back up and say, that looks not like here, and it doesn't look like a plain, like a grassland, which you would think that it would be the same if it goes to the material plane, because they generally line up. So this makes me wonder if this is not going to the same place somewhere else and maybe takes us elsewhere entirely, which is a whole other that's not like a regular rift or tear. And then like she's going to like look at the rest of the like people that have come along. Do you think we should try to open it? Is that a dangerous decision? And they'll all just kind of like murmur amongst themselves. And they'll eventually like turn back to you guys and ask, what exactly happened when you added magic to it? Was it a dangerous thing to do, or
It literally just opened wider, like pulling on cloth. You know, it's sort of ripped open more.
You know what? Let's just learn by doing. Harry, you can finally use the new staff. Let's do it.
Woo! Spin
well,
around.
I don't know that that's
Yeah,
the
they
right
do.
call. When you did this, did anything come through afterwards, or did it just open?
Hopes and dreams.
So it was one way. Once we went through, there was no way back. There was still the aura of the area, but there was no two-way system. Once it went through, it there was no reverse.
Okay. You're lying.
Didn't like dogs come through and shit?
Yeah, you had blink dogs come through.
Oh,
Oh shit! I
right.
forgot about the blink dogs. I'm not
That's
lying.
okay.
I'm
No,
just
you're not
stupid.
lying. You just forgot, and that's fine. I think that makes this more interesting.
I'll light them up,
So,
Harry.
so then Babar will be like, Harry, you said you've done this before.
Yep.
So let's try again, I suppose.
All right.
Lock and load, boys.
Walk over. Everyone stand back. Professionals only. I jam my staff into the portal and just go.
Portal.
And you see all the runes on the staff all light up bright yellow. And it illuminates the area around me as I pour every spell slot into the rift.
Okay.
Yeah, every spell. slot.
Every last one.
All of them.
You're gonna blow your entire load, huh? Okay.
I'm opening it up wide open. We're gonna be able to fit a football field in there.
Okay, so as you do that,
Oh,
you
no.
step away afterwards, and the same thing happens that happened last time, is the shimmering kind of disappears, and then it opens up. It's still not, you still can't, like, walk through it. It's not big enough to walk through it yet, but you can see through it now. And you see on the other side...
It looks like a football field.
Like, is that the Packers?
It's not the same sort of grasslands as you see here. There's a bit more shrubbery on the other side, and...
Do I recognize it?
Do you recognize it?
Yeah, do I recognize, like,
It's
do I
pretty
have any
nondescript.
identifiers? Okay.
So there's not really any like main landmarks that you can see.
There.
And Yagak's gonna look through it, and he's going to say, "That's not where I came from."
It's like a Russian roulette. Now we're talking.
Okay, so
Okay.
you go through and then.
It's like a weird switchboard.
And then
Oh,
he's
what is a
also
switchboard?
gonna say, "I also didn't walk out this direction, though. I walked out the other direction."
So Jugar like turns around and starts walking backwards, trying to figure this out.
So you're gonna watch all of the other people like walk around to the other side, and they're going to look through that side, and you can see through it, and it looks different.
Oh.
Does it look like Chicago? Is this what Chicago looks like?
So the other
No.
side, it's more like plains. It's more similar to what you see around you.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Well,
so, like,
Babs.
Yagak will walk over there and be like, yeah, that's where I came from.
Babs, what do you got?
I have nothing. However, I do think it's dangerous to leave tears open like this.
Well, we're gonna have to
Usually they
wait
heal up.
until I've had at least a long rest to be able to close it. So.
Well, the rest of us are also magic users.
Oh, okay. I see. I see
And
how
I
it is.
think when
Oh
you,
no, I'm the
when
only
you
one who could open
randomly
it. I got
dump
you.
magic into it, it seems to tear it further apart. Like, now
Yeah.
that I've seen exactly how it works, it does seem like this is a tear and not like a formal portal, I suppose.
Did we not have a debriefing about this before? I thought we knew this.
You knew nothing.
John.
Oh,
You know nothing about portals.
Jon Snow.
Can
Okay.
you make a portal?
I just did.
No. You ripped open a tear
Okay, yeah,
by
which made a
haphazardly pouring magic into it.
and it made a portal.
This is not a portal.
If I walk through it, does it teleport me somewhere?
Yes, but it's
So, I mean,
not a portal.
All right, all right.
Are you formally trained in conjuration?
I mean, was Bowie formally trained in rock and roll? Didn't think it mattered.
Did you say Bowie?
Yeah.
I don't know who this Bowie is that you speak of.
I'm not even
He
sure
sounds like
Tex
a-
knows what
Some
Bowie.
kind of
You
dog.
don't know David Bowie.
It's Bowie.
It's Bowie.
Is it Bowie? It's not Bowie.
Bowie.
I believe
No,
he's
it's
thinking of
definitely- it's
Bow
100%
Wow.
It's Bowie.
Little Bow Wow.
Sorry, yeah, no, sorry. I was thinking, I was thinking of little David Bow Wow. Yeah.
Thank you. Bowie? Crazy. Iron,
But-
right?
Anywho, I am formally trained in portals.
Then why was I the one doing this?
Because you'd done it before. I didn't know
Oh,
what you
whoa.
had done.
I have a
All right.
degree.
This is definitely... this isn't something that I think that you should be doing. I'm still
Alright.
not entirely sure what happened to create this tear. Definitely want to check out the other tears that exist, so hopefully you can help me do that.
Quickest way
Oh,
to get there is
sure.
go through this one, right?
The other thing that I think we should do is look further into Simlanther's thesis and what exactly he was researching. I know the general idea, but maybe look into like his sources and see what he's building off of to try to write this. I think that we can probably put a band-aid on this so that it doesn't get worse, and maybe we can close it a bit. I would really appreciate help if that's something that you are willing to do as far as figuring out what the heck happened here. And why these tears exist, because you said that you'd heard of other tears on your plane as well, right? That there had been other disappearances.
Well,
I guess,
I'm a disappearance, technically.
Very-
Right, yes.
Very brave of you to admit that.
Yeah.
So, are any of you researchers? Is that something that you've done or studied?
Nah.
Oh God,
I'm
no.
I'm more of a hands-on portalologist.
But sorry, what'd you say?
Portalologist.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to learn by doing, not by
I-
book learning.
I
I have
don't
a-
believe that you're a portalogist.
As you can see by the portal I created.
I too am a teacher. I've been teaching people. Sorry, Drugar. Harry here how to speak with animals.
That's true. He has taught me how to speak with animals.
So I too am a professor of sorts.
Yeah.
I am as well learned.
Yeah, he's an academic.
So-
He's the
so-
academic of the group.
So you're an academic, so you've done research before, and you would be helpful in the library then.
To how to speak with animals, yes. That is where my expertise lie.
Okay.
Mhm.
Latruda, you seem to be our last resort here. Are you any good at researching, or like have you taken studies before by any chance?
Yes, I've
Nerd.
studied quite a lot through my childhood. I was educated.
Nerd.
Okay, so
If that's
you
what you
might
mean.
actually be able to help us in the library then. If that's something that you're willing to do, we'd really appreciate it.
I am a lot better at killing things than I am at reading things.
Yo,
But
true.
I can do
Same.
both.
If you could not interrupt people while they're talking, that would be great.
Sorry, Babar.
You got sassed by an elephant.
I did.
Did you
I
do
did.
the pepper thing yet?
Yeah, do the
What
pepper
I
thing.
am assuming is that we can do some research and maybe find next steps, like who to talk to next, where to go next, based on the sources that Simlanther was working off of. Because, like I said, I know that he was working on some theoretical stuff. I'm just not quite sure where he was learning this stuff from, and therefore what, processes he was going through when he decided to take it from being theoretical to being practical. And the more brains, the better. For actually.
I mean, I
flipping
could
through those
definitely
books.
take a look. What would that be on intelligence? That would be, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Or would that be wisdom? I've got
Little
plus
both.
everything. It's fine.
Alright, I think I want to spend a little bit more time just kind of checking this out. Probably not much time because I do want to get it closed up. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe we should close this up. And so he will go mutter to his people again. And him and the one in the yellow robe are going to walk towards it. And they are both going to put their hands near it and start muttering. And you're going to watch it literally stitch up. And then get pulled together. And you can still see the shimmer. The shimmer hasn't gone. The tear is definitely still there, but it's being held
Close help.
together now by energy stitches.
Nice.
You know, that is a very handy trick that we could use on our plane.
Yeah.
If you would be willing to teach how the fuck you just did that.
It takes multiple different spells being cast at the same time, but that can definitely be a part of the research and stuff that we're about to do. I also think that that's probably a great idea. Once we know more about what's going on, I might also start sending teams out to find these rifts if we can figure out a way to track them, figure out where they are. The more people on it, the better, I would think. And someone else is going to come and tap Babar on the shoulder, whisper in his ear. You could do a perception if you want to see if you can hear.
I would want. I'm just imagining it's an elephant's ear, isn't it? So just lifting up this big.
So anyone can do this too.
Sweet.
Doing what?
A perception to see if you can hear what's being whispered into Babar's ear.
Okay, I'm gonna try that for sure.
14.
Okay.
3.
So 21 altogether. 16 plus 5.
This man never roll under a 20.
I
So
I mean, to get under 20, I have to roll less than 15.
Good. Get out of here. Get out of Dodge.
So both Drugar and Latruda will hear this. Harry will not. But basically, this person's whispering. It looks like whatever this is attached to is bleeding out, and we'll start like pointing at plants that don't belong here, and stuff like that. So, Chick will help you recall that where you came over to the Fey Plane, you noticed those snow spots on the ground that just disappeared after a while of walking. Like, it wasn't like a slow break, it was just like there were no snow piles anymore. So you can decide if your character would infer this, that was the same sort of thing. That was like wherever it leads to bleeding over. You will also see Babar's face like change immediately, realizing that this is like, it's good that they closed it up kind of thing, because like the more this bleeds, like the more likely it is that stuff is going to come through kind of thing.
I'm gonna go over to the flowers that have been blooming that don't belong there, and I'm just gonna pick one and like just have a look at it. Does it seem deformed or morphed or anything, or is it just a non-native species?
Just a non-native species.
You'll have to be very careful with non-native species growing like this. I believe there's types of weeds and bamboo that were taking over the seas in our plane that just grow through brick and all sorts. Hopefully this don't spread too far.
Yeah, we will have to get somebody out here to look at that. Hopefully we can find a druid. That's not really something our city is good for, but Basildon should have some good druids that we can bring over to try to figure out how to contain that. Because you're
We could
right.
just burn them.
We could, but a fire can get out
Ooh!
of hand
I've got fire!
quickly.
I can also suggest that Valeria from first session place
Yep.
is a very good herbalist and nature folk that should be able to lend their services.
This has
Yeah, we do
double
have some
firepower.
people on us.
You can tell her that Drugar sent you, and she'll probably have a warm reception for you.
I can fix this
Sure.
in 5 seconds.
You
can
used
fix
all your
these
spells, bro.
ones, but you don't know that they're not just going to keep bleeding over.
Keep bleeding.
Alright, yeah, alright, fine. So do you want me to fix these ones? I haven't set anything on fire yet.
Sure, just please make sure that it doesn't get out of hand.
Control fire.
I cast firebolt.
Okay.
Pew.
How does your firebolt work? Do you have to roll to hit?
I do have to roll to hit.
Okay.
Hits the Truda. Burns.
I rolled a 9. And
It hits. It's fine.
plus 4.
Okay. So
Still
it hits, and it dies immediately. You don't really get to see your fire stick around because the thing that you attacked died.
So I go, hey, pretty good. Alright, okay, cool. Alright.
So are you gonna
That's
get
one.
Like, all of them?
Yeah, I'll just keep firebolting.
The DC to hit is 5. I'm sure it'll just be fine. So you can pew out the rest of the flowers.
While he's pewing, I will
Yes.
be explaining to them about the cold spots from the first portal.
Okay.
We didn't come from anywhere cold, but maybe the other side of the portal was a cold place. Because there was like, there was frost on the grass, wasn't there? It was like
yeah,
frosted
there was
over.
like snow spots, and it was like noticeably colder and darker.
Yeah, so I'm gonna explain that it like was spreading a little bit. So
Okay.
it seems not maybe seasonal weather changes as well, not just plant life.
Okay.
Also, there may have been some dogs at some point.
Well, I'm extremely glad that we closed this up then. I don't know how long it's gonna hold, So I will probably send some people over here to keep watch. And hopefully you guys can point out some map areas that we can start sending people to now while we figure out what our next steps are. But yeah, I
Oh,
think
do you
it's
have a
time
map
to-
on you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But we have
We're-
loads
we're
back
keep-
at the university.
We're keeping ours.
That's perfectly fine.
Nice try, Babs. I see what you're up to.
Don't
Oh,
call me
Babs.
Quit it.
The more chick drinks the cider, the cooler Babs will be.
I'm
So
just
yeah,
waiting until we win Babs over and they accept Babs.
It's not gonna happen.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
It's not gonna happen.
You were talking about needing an NPC to come with us the whole time. Babs is
That's
that.
not really what
Babs
I
is our
meant.
NPC.
Babs the
I
one.
didn't mean
One.
as a
Babs.
travel companion. I meant like important to you and was like a part of the story for a long time. Which could be Babar. And it'll be really
Yeah.
silly if it is. Because I named him Babar.
Babar of
Yeah.
the plastic crown.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright,
now we have to
but
find a way to bring it.
I
That's
assume you
very
guys want to
silly.
head back to the city now.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I concur.
Alright, so you
Another
can take
job well
the-
done.
the long trek around the city back to the entrance. What's your plan once you get back? Are you gonna like go with Babar? Is there something else that you want to get done?
I will go with Babar and just spend the evening. They were saying they wanted me in the library to help out or something. So
Yeah,
I'm probably
the
going to
more
spend
eyes,
the
the more
evening
brains,
kind of
the better.
setting up. I'm also going to point out on the map, and like as well, Latruda's survival and stuff is pretty good as well,
Mm-hmm.
because it's wisdom. So I'm thinking maybe they'll be able to show like the radius of the frost
Sure.
was coming out so far, going off like the distance, you know, pi r squared and all that.
Yeah.
To
So
be able to
you're
see how
gonna
far
do
it's come
that.
out.
You're gonna head back to the library. Babar is going to go to his office and then meet you in the library, or maybe you can just go with him, however you want to do that, because he wants to take the thesis and actually like pour over the thesis to figure out what sources he wants to actually like have you looking at. What about Harry and Drugar?
Drugar is gonna go to the library and not help at all, but like start writing his lessons as to how he's been teaching
Yeah,
Harry how to speak with animals.
Sure.
I'll go to the library and I need to know how to close the rifts.
Oh, that's a smarter
Ooh.
idea.
Okay.
It's far far
Because
better.
I can learn how to do that. I don't think Drugar can learn how to do that, so I'm not. I
Can
mean,
you
you
put
can
it into
try.
your
You can
spell
try
book?
with me. You can join me and try to learn how to do it if you want. But-
Drugar assumes he knows how.
Okay, cool. But yeah, if I can do that, study it, put it in my spell book, maybe.
Sure. So, what's going to happen with that is because you have to know multiple spells to be able to do it, and they have to be cast at the same time, you can learn the spells that are required, but you need somebody else to be able to help you cast because one person can't cast all of the spells at the same time.
Okay.
But, like, they will point you to the right spells for you to, like, start learning.
Okay. Are they specific spells that like I'll use on other things, or
Maybe?
maybe in the future we'll figure this out later? Is what I'm getting from that.
I do have like kind of an idea, but I haven't like fully fleshed out exactly how it is. What's probably
next
going to happen is
door.
it's going to be two spells that I've kind of thought of, but also tweaked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Lesson 1. Make eye contact with your furry friend.
If you see a strange dog on the street, get close to its face and look it in the eye.
And lick it.
That's what you
Sounds like a
do.
great idea.
If it bites you, bite it right back.
Assert dominance.
Exactly.
So I just happened to see another name that I didn't notice before in the name generator. It's Itchy Grandma.
Ooh.
Oh Lord. Good old
Yikes.
itchy grandma.
Yeah, so I guess we'll do some did we lose camera again? Oh.
No,
that
I'm
was
just
weird.
very still.
You're very still and it got a like weird blur to it. And I was like, what?
I was focusing so much on writing notes that my camera unfocused. That's what happened.
You stole some focus from your camera.
Yeah.
So I guess we should have like an intelligence check for the research.
Oh.
Go
Go get him, Tiger.
So I guess there will be like a bit of a conversation as well. So Babar is going to start looking at the thesis paper, and he's going to explain what like the thesis paper was on. And so the thesis paper was on the idea that there are multiple like planes of existence, like not just one material plane, not just one Fey plane. This was something that has been brought up by many a magic user in the past, but never quite figured out as far as anybody knows at this point. But there have been other people who have worked on this, have made it their like life's work. So basically Babar's looking to figure out who Simlanthor was like focusing on within his studies and who he might have taken like the steps from to try to do it. And he does find a name, and that name was something.
His name is Bibliograph.
Mr. Portal Dude.
It was Tartus. And so Babar is going
Like
to
the sauce?
Oh, see, mine was going to be. It's bigger on the inside.
Tartus.
Oh.
But Babar is going to go and grab every book that he can find that Tartus wrote, as well as anything that has referenced Tartus, and bring it. Oh, captions! You did me dirty.
What did I do?
Tartus. I have to say Tartus. I
Tarsus.
can't do the Canadian D thing. So he's going to
Tartus.
bring like piles and piles of books over, and he's going to put them in two piles. He's going to put them in like, this is the shit that Tartus wrote, and this is the shit that references his materials. And you'll start to recognize some of the same names of like other people who like also spent a lot of time working on this. And so you can pore over this. Meanwhile, he will also go grab some books for Harry to look over, as far as the spells that will be needed to start closing, or at least like holding the rifts closed. It's like I said, like it's not it's a band-aid, it's not like a full heal of the tears, but will be good enough until we figure out how exactly to actually fix them.
Oh, it looks like right there, Stefan Hawkwing. He's done many things on the expansion of holes in space.
Oh, we should meet. We should
That's
try to
strange.
meet Stefan Hawkwing.
Hmm,
Is he
that's
a
strange.
bird person? By any chance?
I
What
am
is that
bird
sound?
person. What is that noise?
Yeah, that's what I was
So,
thinking.
I don't know.
It's Iggy.
No, it-
What's it?
oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, is it
I'm
is
like,
it
what?
raining?
Yeah, I don't like.
You guys live in a tin building? What's happening?
Iggy, you're coming through on the mic. Quit it.
It's raining on the
He's
shaded canopies.
just really going for it too.
So
Iggy.
be cool. Be cool. Be
Oh,
cool.
that elastic did not go the right way. It still got his attention though.
He's just scratching.
Yeah, he's just scratching the
Yeah.
couch.
Yeah.
He's going after the elastic I chucked now though. Before we keep going, is there a time that people have to be out by? Because I know it's getting late for...
It's getting late for little old Brit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little
don't
Brit.
worry, though. I'll keep myself up because I've got
Yep.
my cup of tea.
Got a little bit long in the tooth there, mate.
I do need to sneak out soon because
I was
need to do
wondering. Okay.
the dinners and such.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We will also have to have dinner, which is partially
Pretend you
why I
have
was
lives.
asking. So I'm going to do this real quick. Most of you don't mind
Oh.
me. One of you mind me.
I don't think it's me.
I'll mind you.
Remember.
I think I know who's gonna be minded.
Did you roll your intelligence check? What'd you get?
Me?
I told people it was above 20.
Oh, no.
I rolled
Yours
an
was above 20?
No.
my
I'm not rolling
intelligence
at all.
saving throw or check.
Oh, hold on.
Do I have to write how? Do I have to roll intelligence to see how good my book is? At above 20.
Roll low. Yeah, so you were reading the Peanuts and thought it was a spell book.
What is a lasagna? And why does this cat love them?
I think this Linus
just
fellow's a dark
happened?
wizard.
I can't type with you here, sir.
This dog doesn't walk on its 4 legs. It's only 2. But
I think
it
it might be
dances
a
like fire.
hellhound.
Iggy.
That's very good. Good cat. Good boy.
Wait.
So,
You timed
did
that
you
out?
know?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm a fast mod boy.
You didn't ban it?
Well, I missed.
Okay.
The same effect.
I didn't even see it.
I banned it.
But if you time them out, they're still there. It's fine. They're
Oh my
still
gosh,
timed
Iggy.
out.
Of all the times during a D&D stream.
So I feel like I probably shouldn't have done how to teach animal. Well, you guys are like, I'm gonna figure out how to open a rift. I'm figuring out how to close the rift. I'm like, I'm gonna tell people how to talk to animals.
I'm gonna go be an orc over here.
Yeah, that's it. I'm on my own.
No.
But what can you do? What can
You'll be
you do?
loved one day. Don't worry, Drugar.
Well, that's it. Your whatever you guys write is going to be lost and forgotten, whereas my book will be immortalized. Generations to come.
It'll win the what's the award now? The Darwin Award.
Will it?
12 people killed by following this instruction manual.
Yeah.
Alright, I have sent a DM.
Well, I don't have one.
Okay.
Me,
That's good.
Me neither.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got a DM. Oh no, it's just chicks' boobs.
Oh,
that
okay.
checks out. Yeah, I said that a little while
Red-
ago. Surprised
Red,
you
stop
missed
sending me
But-
duck pics.
Back into the
Duck pics?
Wank.
So, sorry, chat, for this. We should have talked about the thing that I'm talking about now
Yeah.
before, but I didn't really think about talking about it. You'll understand in a minute.
Oh, speaking of artworks and things, I need to do some more doodling because I
You do?
bought this beast of a bad boy. I don't know. There's a delay, so I don't know if you can actually see it or not. Huh? Can you? It look.
I don't
yeah,
really
hold
know what
on.
I'm looking
It's gonna be
at,
upside
but
down.
It's just white.
What are you? Hold on. I don't know how cameras work. There we go. Okay, I can see a live view of myself now. This thing, you can't. It's a graphics tablet, and it's
Oh, that's really cool as
22
hell.
inch big boys.
Ooh.
So I've been doing some doodles.
22 inches of pure graphics action.
Yeah, 20. The thing is though, I can't draw.
Dude, now you can
So
just
it's-
not draw bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a color.
How many penises? I've actually only drawn about 30 penises.
Oh,
kinda
wait,
Surprisingly low amount.
one of those flip books. Just
Well, it was.
Oh, it's just dancing like that.
like a fire hose.
Well, I couldn't get the shape right, and it just kept looking circumcised, even though it wasn't. And
Wait, let me see if I can find something
it was 30 renditions of the same penis.
while we're waiting.
What's
So
happening?
technically, I drew one.
Oh,
But either way,
I hear
my
random
uncle was
things.
very proud.
Because I had a cider, I have to pee again, and it's really bothering me.
Ooh. You learned to draw again.
Is that
That
a
was-
real
that was
thing?
like- Yeah, that's one of the first things. What am I going to draw? What? Two people
But
standing?
post in the not safe for work.
I didn't put any details on it, but
I just like a
That's very
gesture
funny.
drawing.
So I don't think
Yeah.
a lot of you guys saw this, but this was my Secret Santa gift from my friends
Oh.
this year.
were you friends?
Yeah, my high school friends. We do a shitty Secret Santa every year where we get each other shitty gifts. And the guy who got me this year, I had him last year. So last year I gave him a calendar, but all the pictures were from my YouTube thumbnails, except for February, where I put my head on Taylor Lautner's body and used that as the picture for February. So he got me this year, and he got me this shirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it says, it has motivational quotes
stop
on
that.
it. It says, never be ordinary, take no shit, fuck it, be a lion. Set
Biggie.
goals, smash them, destroy them, never be mediocre, you're a beast. And you go, motherfucker.
All right, okay. You go,
That's pretty on point.
motherfucker.
Especially
Wow.
the tan. Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
being rude?
It's
Okay.
because I like to do the whole, like, entire face mask in the tanning bed. Right, Ash?
All right, I think we're done talking, and I think we figured out our shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So give me
Cribbins.
that intelligence check, Latruda.
Do I do one?
I rolled
not for now.
11.
11.
So
What?
that's
think it-
32.
Oh, God.
No, it's 13.
Biggie.
I love that text was just like, yeah, that checks out.
That tracks.
Sure,
Freaking
yeah.
tracks.
Iggy, could you get your anus out of my face, please?
No. he's
I
telling you-
think with a 17, you're doing like a pretty. Oh my Lanta.
He's telling you what you should say. Don't blow in it.
It's the forbidden
What are you
ring.
doing, buddy? Are you going down?
The
With a 17, I think like you're doing a pretty good job of like pouring over the material, like you're reading at like a good speed.
I think you did 13 though, right?
And you
Roll
come
13 or
across a book that is set up to be a fictional work, but it was written by TARDIS.
Thank you.
Wait, I got 13? Who got
I thought you got
17?
17. I just can't
got
hear
13.
right. 13. Okay, well, it takes you longer then. The
takes
same
me
thing's
13
gonna
minutes
happen,
longer.
but it's gonna take some time. So we're going to meet so how long would you stay at the library? Would you be willing to would you be wanting to pull an all-nighter, or would you be wanting to come back the next day?
I mean, it depends. If Latruda was interested in the subject, which they quite are actually, then yeah, they'll probably do an all-nighter.
Okay.
Determined.
So that begs the question, Harry, how long would you be wanting to stay to like study your magic stuff?
Like till the evening, I guess.
And then you'd be wanting to leave?
Not.
Or would you hop in to help?
I'd help.
Help.
So I'll have you do an intelligence check as well.
Okay. Okay, this is on brand for how helpful my character is. Is it a saving throw or a check?
Check.
Does it help?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Well, not because it's not a saving throw. I got a 4.
A 4.
Yeah.
Um.
Fox is more useful.
Okay. So.
Whoa. Get wrecked, you're a fox.
So as you're reading, Babar's gonna like come over and he's gonna look at the like front of your book.
It's backwards.
And he's see, I was gonna flip it upside down, but I thought that was too much. So he's just going to pick it up and be like, where did you get this? This is not from the pile.
Oh, I brought this one.
I mean,
only
if you want to read that instead of helping, like, go for it. But like,
Thrilling story about a vampire in high school and a woman he falls in love with. Well, a young girl in the beginning of the series, but it's a pretty good series.
are you reading Heckin' Twilight?
Maybe.
Somehow Babs knew.
All right. Well, you keep doing what you're doing. So as the night goes on, it definitely starts getting quite dark outside. It gets into the middle of the night, and Latruda's poring over these piles of books. Not the only one. Babar's also searching. There are a couple other people that he is asked to come in and help with the research. But eventually, Latruda comes across a book that seems to be written as fiction by Tartus. And it goes like you almost pass it up, but something tells you that you should read it. And so you start reading through it, at first skimming it, realizing that he's telling the story of being on another plane. The weirdest part of it is that you see the word Chicago pop up.
Oh.
Da.
So you're not really sure if this is just a coincidence. Maybe it's not even pronounced the way that you think. Maybe this is something that you're like projecting onto it and that like you think like it says Chicago. So you start trying to like sound it out different ways. But nothing seems quite as right.
Chicago.
Chicago. Hey,
What?
forget about it.
Hey, Chicago! Get a deep dish of pizza.
I will immediately
Leave.
tell Harry. I just leave. If I can throw the book. That's it, I'm done.
So you immediately tell Harry, what's your reaction to Latruda finding what they think is Chicago in this book?
Oh, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, no shit.
Weird. Do you think you can make me a portal home then?
What?
Or I can make a portal home, maybe. Show me the book. Just let me see it.
I'm trying.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh.
I just throw the book at him.
catch it. Wait, sorry, athletics. Yeah, 20. Catch the book.
Yeah, so you can look at the book, and it does in fact say Chicago the way that Chicago would be written.
Okay.
And reading through the part that mentions Chicago, it's like a pretty good description of what you know Chicago to be.
Okay. Like present day Chicago or like older Chicago or future Chicago?
Like
Distant explosions.
I mean, like
Deeper dishes.
not maybe more like I don't know how much Chicago's changed, but the Chicago of your childhood.
Okay. The deep dish pizzas are the portal.
You have to eat your way through an entire deep dish.
But you do also pick up on the fact that this is written as if it is fiction. Like it's
Okay.
like the book is set up to be fiction. It like states in it that it's fiction, but it's eerily similar to where you grew up.
This is very weird. It is eerily similar to where I grew up.
That
in
is
this book.
strange.
Who wrote this?
Tata.
Tartarus.
Tartar
God,
sauce.
we gotta be careful with that word. Can't do too many nicknames for that name. Yeah, Tartarus. Okay.
Tartidu.
He's the one who does the portals, right?
These some of the work for Simulacrum has been based off of his work.
But this is fiction.
I mean,
Fan fiction.
maybe
So
it
maybe
is described as fiction, but
maybe he went to Chicago and learned about it to write this. So it is fiction, but based on my Chicago.
my Chicago. Yes, maybe that is kind of what I think it might be implying. Has this Baba, has this book been referenced at all in any of Simp's work?
And he'll take the book, look at it, and he'll go through the bibliography of the thesis that he's working on. But when he takes the book, he says it would be very weird if it was, considering this is a fictional book. But he goes through, and he finds it. And so he takes the book and he sits down and you watch it. Like, I mean, you can keep like researching or whatever, but he sits there and he reads it cover to cover. And he closes it, he puts it down, and he goes, I think he fucking did it. I think TARDIS figured out how to go to the other planes, and I think Simlanther followed. But
Okay, just good.
but he wrote this as fiction. Like there has to be a reason that he wrote this as fiction. There must be a reason that he didn't want to tell people.
I don't. Maybe no one would believe.
I don't know. They believe everything else he's written about.
That is a good point.
Well, Chicago is pretty rough and tumble. You might have thought it was too dangerous for people to travel there.
Too dangerous for people to do. Maybe that is actually a good point. Maybe he found it too dangerous.
Yeah, I could have pointed him at like other places in my world that would be less dangerous.
I mean
Like,
I mean, I don't know if you read the whole book, but he definitely went to other places.
Oh, where else did he go?
I don't know. He went to London. He went to
Sounds stupid.
It does sound stupid. Both versions.
He went to a few places in what he called Africa.
Okay.
But
Sounds
either
hot.
way, like he definitely didn't write this as a scientific like book. I don't know why Simlanther even opened it, let alone tried to follow what's inside of it. But if that's what he's done,
Well, I can tell you, as someone from Chicago, it's very accurate.
From Chicago.
At least the Chicago part. The 3 paragraphs describing the deep dish pizza, it was like it was on my tongue.
that's fantastic. I'm glad he was a good writer, but I think our best next step is to find him. He would be very old now, but I have not heard of his death, so...
So he would be very old and also possibly on any plane since he can travel freely between them.
I suppose.
That's what. Yes, that's
The cat,
exactly
the
what
cat's in
they
the
said.
background. Yeah, the cat's in the background. Get the cat out of the library.
All right, I don't... Do you have an idea where to start, Babar?
I mean, the best thing for me
Fox,
to
shut
do
up.
is to check and see if there's an address or something for him, like with the alumni,
Okay.
like books, whatever,
Yeah.
records.
Might as well start there.
All right.
I'd quite like to read the book as a little nighttime reading, just to like try and
Sure.
get a sense of where Harry's from.
Sure.
Just maybe, and then I can sort of try and understand him a little bit better. Maybe
Good-
if that's
Good
possible.
luck.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if we stand
Babar
out
will
there?
definitely let you have the book. I think we're going to start wrapping it up. And so, when Harry and Latruda go to leave, they realize that they've been so wrapped up in the books reading that they didn't notice that Drugar left. When they look around the library, they don't see him anymore.
Where's the mule gun?
I don't know. I didn't notice him leave.
Yeah.
And so I assume your next step would be to go back to where you found
Bye,
a bed.
Felicia. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Go back to bed? Sorry?
I would assume, like I assume you're done in the library for the night now that you have a
Yeah.
next step.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So what would your next
Latruda-
step be? Like after, would you go find a place to stay or?
Latruda
Yeah,
is
for the
actually-
night. For the night, probably
Gonna-
find a place to stay. And then try to find Tartus in the morning.
I'm gonna ask around to see if anyone found where Drugar went.
Sure. So there would be somebody like at the front of the library, the librarian, if you will, and they'll tell you
I
that
won't.
like he left a little while ago. They didn't think anything of it because like people come and go from the library.
Okay. Well, Drugar doesn't like libraries, so
Oh, you seem to be having a good time in here.
I don't
Who's
know.
writing something over there? Is what Drugar was writing? Is it still there?
I don't know. Is it? Is this
No.
where you no?
No, this would be. I mean, it could take over, but that would be left for in Harry's room.
Okay.
What am I going to find in my room?
A horse head.
I'm go- and
So,
a note from Drugar. I'm going
we'll
after your
make the
family
narrative
first, then I'll come
assumption
back
that-
for you.
We'll make the narrative assumption that you guys rented the room for another night,
Okay.
and so you can
Yeah.
go back to the dancing pony.
Okay. We'll go back to the
Don't
old
you think
pony.
it's strange that Drugar left without saying anything? Usually he won't shut up.
Yeah, I do think that's strange for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Not that I'm worried or anything.
No, me neither. I hated Drugar. He was dumb and
What the
smelled
fuck?
bad.
Why would you say
I,
that?
didn't-
No.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm worried about him. Okay, is that what you wanted me to say?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
So you
I'm
get
going
back
to
to the
bed.
dancing pony. What's the first thing you do?
Has
I'll go check-
anyone
I'll go
been
check
here
Drugar's
ordering
room.
Jaeger bombs recently? Have you seen the orc we were with?
Yeah, I saw him. He came in. He went back towards your rooms, and then he left again.
Did he say where he was going? Usually he tells everyone where he's going.
He didn't know.
He didn't know?
He didn't tell me.
Oh. Okay.
Can you let us know if he comes back?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's check his room and see if he left something or if there's like I don't know. Let's check his room.
Yes, he could be at the shaded canopy having some food
Yeah,
or something.
Or the sneaky bucket.
No, you're thinking of the dancing bucket.
The
That's where we are now.
Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, we're at the dancing bucket. Yeah.
The leaky horse is where
Monster.
Yagak was staying.
Yeah. Okay, let's check Drugar's room.
Sure. So you walk over to Drugar's room. Do you knock or do you just open the door or?
I'll do a light
I'd
knock.
completely open the door. I wouldn't knock.
So Harry goes to knock, but the door goes. Latruda walks in. The bed's made. Anything that he left behind is not there.
Well, this is quite peculiar.
I'm gonna crouch down to Fox, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals,
Sure.
and I say, "Hey, Fox, did Druga say anything to you? Do you know where he's gone?"
Would you have said anything to Fox?
I think the thing would be to Fox. I would have said, Drugar would have said, "Listen, I have to go. Keep an eye on them for me. I've left things for them in their rooms. It's been nice talking to you all this time, but I need to go."
So Fox will relay that message nearly word for word.
Huh. Thank you, Fox. Good boy. I chuck him a bit of jerky.
What did Fox say?
He said,
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I think your Speak with Animals is still on. I think it's
"Oh shit! Oh,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
when you're like when you speak
it off.
another language and you forget to
yeah, totally.
Sorry. He said that he has to go and that he wants Fox to look after us, which seems a bit redundant because that's what Fox was kind of doing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm.
All right, well, I'll go check my room.
Okay. So you walk into your room. What does he find?
There's a note and 3 workbooks.
What does the note say?
So the note says, "Dear Harry, it's been fun getting to know you over the past several weeks. But the Oracle has told me that the people I've been looking for, or searching for, are in immediate danger, and that she had a one-way ticket to get me home, to get me back to where they are. What you guys are doing here is very important, but I can't offer much help in closing or mending or doing anything with portals. So, in the meantime, I am going to go help them, and I hope that you guys continue to solve this. I've left you 3 workbooks about speaking with animals that I've written tonight. I would like you to complete those chapter a week for the next several weeks until it's finished, because it seems that 2 weeks is like a year in human life, human time, so it might take some time. I also would like to leave you with a little gold. Give me like 40 gold to help you with your travels, and to buy yourself a nice hat similar to the one I bought you on the first time we met together. Wishing you all the best. Talk to you soon. Really wish I bought one of those rocks to talk to you guys about, but I didn't think to do that. And it's only once a day. Really, what's the point of that? So, and then he just kind of trails off.
All right, I'll pack the workbooks into my bag. I'll bring the note and I'll go out into the hallway.
What was there something in there?
Yeah, he left me this note and homework. But he's gone.
I'm going to turn in for the night, okay?
All right.
Fox, you got the door. I'm just gonna go into my room, just slam the door shut.
There's a note, and it says, "Sarge, I got men in the field men and women in the field that need help, and I gotta go help them. They're in danger, and as you know, we don't leave anyone behind. Although it might feel like I've left you behind in this instance, I can handle this. I can handle this fight because I know how to hit things hard. I do not know how to close portals or deal with the magics. So you're needed here. wishing you all the best. Please do your best to, not judge every green person by the way they look, as I know you're working on it, and just keep on doing it. And also, be kind of careful with Harry. Let's be real, he's kind of a loose cannon. I'm pretty sure he was going to set us on fire today. I'm thankful he didn't. There was a really good chance he did, but he kind of blew his entire magic load into the vortex, which I was kind of happy about, to be honest. We'll catch up with you soon. And it will say Sarge at the bottom, and in there he'll have given him his sergeant ring, the anti-itch cream, the anti-venom stuff, and the soothing cream. And then P.S. please give these to Fox. And it's like 3 pieces of jerky, and then like a little something to go, like a little like kind of empty vial, but that can go into one of his pouches that can be filled up with whatever can be used.
A few water droplets are gonna splatter onto the paper.
Not tears, water droplets.
And
yeah,
salty water droplets from the eye of Latruda. The note's gonna get folded up and put into just gently tucked into the binder. Oh no. Oh no, it is a terrible day for rain. And Latruda's just gonna sit on the bed and then flop backwards and just stare at the ceiling for most of the night.
Oh, can I forgot one thing to give to Harry. The iron chain we broke the window with. He gets that.
He left the evidence.
I did.
Good.
In case you ever need to open a door.
We might need that.
So what does Harry do?
He'll
Litruda
go to
slammed
bed.
their door and went to bed. So what do you do?
Yeah, Harry will, I don't know. He'll like go into his room and he'll close the door behind him. He won't slam it, but he'll look at the note for a little while longer, and then he'll fold it up and put it into his breast pocket before he hangs his coat up and goes to bed.
Also, Latruda's gonna put the ring on.
The sergeant ring, sweet.
And then just sort of like examine it.
Sure.
Fade to black.
So we'll leave what's left of our party in a very sad state. And in case it wasn't clear, this is Drugar's last session, at least for a little while. If Tex wants to tell us why, he can.
Yeah, sure. I'm having a baby in the next month, so I'm not going to be well rested, and I'm going to my schedule is going to be out of whack. So I didn't want to have to like bail or cancel or anything like this, since it's something that needs to be consistent, and I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm focusing more on keeping the baby alive.
More important than D&D.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
A little bit, like, kind of, mostly.
Like 50-50. Like that's.
So that was the big news that I've been holding off of, that I've definitely hinted at and kind of just outright said a little bit, but I don't know if people catch it when I say it, but this is like the big announcement of Tex and Daff are having a baby, and so he's not going to be around for a little bit, or like we'll see him around in chat perhaps.
Yeah.
When he can be, but
That does explain why you've been lactating so much.
Yeah, your Christmas gift is not eggnog.
Oh, it's Texnog.
Texnog, yeah. So that also means that we will likely be bringing a third person in. We haven't really talked about who or when or how that's going to happen, but keep your ears peeled for that announcement as to who and when that's happening. I have like a couple of ideas, but I haven't.
It's gonna be a reality
really decided.
show.
I feel very protective of having like a permanent place taken on my stream, because I want it to be the right person and stuff. So what I might do for a little bit is like guarantee them like 3 sessions or something like that to kind of like check out the vibe with the whole group and stuff like that. And then like when and if we find the perfect person, we'll just add them on. That's kind of what I've been thinking. I haven't really talked to everybody else a whole lot. Ash, if you want the spot, come at me. Hit me up. I'd love to have you on.
I
Come
didn't
at me.
want to say it in chat, but I literally just whispered her, "It's you, by the way, get learned."
But that would be a lot
Welcome
of
to this
fun.
week on Chickadee's Next Top Techs.
Oh, cheese nuts. But yeah, I think it'll be fun to kind of like switch things up a little bit too, as much as we will miss having Drugar around and having Tex around.
I'll be around. I just will be.
You just won't
super...
be like
Yeah.
here.
No, you're dead to me.
Yeah, my brain space is going to be used elsewhere.
Oops,
I
sorry,
apparently, I
Iggy.
don't know,
Wait,
keeping a.
Tech, is this the first time you've actually quit and not been fired?
In her defense, Chickadee's never fired me.
No. This was my decision. Let's be serious.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Wow.
Then yes, no, I have been
Understand.
fired.
I've been talking to Daff. I'm like, get a baby in you so we can fire him again.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It
Fun,
has
folks.
been a
Congratulations.
lot of fun.
Thank you.
Also,
It's-
yes,
I-
also
I've had-
congratulations, obviously.
Thank
I've
you,
said that
thank you.
already and
Yeah.
seen you and
Nice to
stuff,
know that
but,
spunk works.
It's a relief, to be honest. You never really know, you know.
Usually it's
So.
quite relieving.
I mean, I hear if you have a large testicle, it's even more potent.
Well, at least we talked about his replacement in a right way. We didn't go like, okay, so like I hated this about Tech. So if we can find someone like this.
Whoever, I'll be honest, man. Whoever takes the spot is gonna reel you guys in more often than not. I love it.
Oh god, that's embarrassing.
What?
Look at the player's command that just
Wow.
came through. It's from the one shot.
Wow.
Three of those aren't
I
I would
mean,
like to
check
be
out them
Bear
too, because
Boo.
they're also awesome.
That's very funny.
But fine.
Who the fuck's Redbeard?
Yeah, who's that guy? Sounds like a fucking nerd.
I'd like to be
Also-
Mitch.
He's playing Red
Thank
Dead
you.
Redemption 2 on stream right now, so if that's the thing you're into. Yeehaw, partner.
Also, if you are going to replace Tex, I need an aerial view photo of you from the top down just to make sure you've really cut out to replace Tex.
I think
To be
I
fair,
spelled
yeah,
right.
that was part of the requirement to get into
Yeah.
this to begin
Only
with.
one shutout can be active at a time. What the fuck?
Yeah, you can only have one every minute.
Well, how do I get rid of this one and put the new one on?
You wait a minute.
Oof, I guess we'll have amp for another minute. So,
Hold on, can I?
talk about Bruno. Don't you talk about Bruno?
There.
Don't you talk about
XCOM 2.
Bruno.
When
Oh,
was that?
You played XCOM
Oh,
2?
yeah.
When?
I played XCOM 2 a while
was a
ago.
long
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I do remember you. Okay, I thought you played recently. I was about to like shoot a brick.
Oh my
You
god,
know what-
that's how I get Tex
You know what
away.
we should do is once Tex is ready to come back, like in like 18 years,
Yeah.
we should do like a one shot for
What
Tex
happened?
to catch up. Do like have like a Tex solo campaign for a one shot.
I've
have
had
this
some
story.
thoughts already about
That'd be
how we
cool.
keep Tex up to date. Iggy, could you stop clawing me every time I fix your
You
mistake?
could just watch the streams.
Yeah,
I'll
for
be
sure,
honest,
for
I'll-
sure, for
No,
sure.
no,
I'll
I meant
follow-
to continue Drugar's story
Yeah,
to
yeah,
catch
yeah,
up with us later.
Yep.
I didn't mean to follow like our story.
For the
You know
next
what I mean?
18 years.
I knew
So
what
if
you
it's
meant.
18 years, we're
Drugar
looking at
splitting from the party.
2 weeks, and now it's been what, 8 months. So it's only going to be like a month your time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
every
not
6 hours a month,
terrible, like...
something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
gotta eat.
yeah, I also
right.
would like to eat, so we're gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I should have done that while we were, like, yammering on here, but I didn't. Bad streamer. But I do really appreciate everybody hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to us make fools of ourselves for the most part. Like when I said open you up instead of wake you up.
Before
Oh, that
you
was
go,
hot.
go.
There are so many people online right now. I haven't been there in a long time. Let's
So
go there.
many people online right now.
We're going to go to the adventures of Sir Plebis and Sir Dingus. Not really sure what that means, but this person's playing Elden Ring. Red's like, I have no idea who this
never
is.
mind. I know who it is. Never mind. I know now.
All right. So yeah. Check out these people. I kind of told you where to find them. It was a mess. Red's cool and streams, and Christopher's cool and streams, and Tex is cool and is having a baby. And I'm Chick. I'm here all the time. I'm taking a break from streaming. I know this is totally taking a break. I was supposed to, but then our shit got fucked. Because we had a big storm and somebody lost their internet.
My bad.
But I will be back on the 2nd, I think, is the Monday, but I usually stream Mondays, Fridays at 3 p.m. EST and Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. EST. That also being said, I will be starting the Mega Dungeon hashtag Dungeon 23 challenge. So if you want to join me in that, come join the Discord and share your shit with me. I'll also be talking about it on stream. Probably like once a week we'll do a check-in with my Mega Dungeon. I think that's all I have to say. So we're gonna go hang out with CD playing Elden Ring. Thank you for being here. I hope you had fun. I had a blast. Bye. Hey, thanks for checking out Chicka D&D. If you liked what you saw, click all the buttons down below. Subscribe, like, comment. You know the drill. Thank you again so much. See you next time. Bye.